Lucas, we'll start with you. 32-point gap at the top of the championship. How do you approach this weekend? Do you come in any different? Do you take more risks? What do you do?
Well, first of all, good afternoon, everyone. Pleasure to be here in New York again. Amazing track, amazing location. Couldn't be better for a Formula E final. The approach is actually pretty much straightforward. If we want to have any chance of making this 32-point gap, we have to beat everyone, not beat only Jeff. It's not a two-way fight. We have to score very, very high points, and he has to score very little points. So focusing now is on our job, and yeah, pretty much if I finish second, third, fourth, fifth, it doesn't really matter much to me. And yeah, we're gonna try to win both races and see what happens. But of course, it's very difficult. Formula E is very competitive, but yeah, we're gonna try our best.
And how would you rate the season for you and the team? Has it been a good year because you're in contention for the championship, or?
Not really. I think, to be honest, probably one of my worst years in Formula E in terms of how much problems we had, being disqualified twice in qualifying, then being taken off twice in a race, and it has been a year with a lot of up and downs. So I'm impressed how Formula E is competitive this year and how everybody could actually win a race if you do a proper job, and how teams performed with different performances in every race. So some races one team dominates, then the next race another team dominates, and so on. But yeah, to win a championship you need a lot of consistency, and we didn't have it this year as much as I would like it to be. But of course, there is 2 more races to go. That's roughly 20% of the championship. So yeah, we're gonna go for it.
Okay, best of luck. André, turning to you. Welcome to New York. Do you like it here? Do you like the circuit and the city and everything?
Yeah, it's great to come to New York. I think it's quite a privilege to be able to race in such a city, and the track is pretty good. It's a good mixture of technical corners, high-speed corner like last turn. So no, it's good. It's going to be hot, I think. So we need to handle that.
How do you feel your season has gone? Have you been happy with your year?
Well, mixed feelings. I've been happy with the performance, but I think same as for many drivers, it's been quite wild. Whether it was incidents on track that cost a lot, or decisions by the stewards, or mistakes, technical issues. So I'm pretty happy with my performance. I think that was pretty much always okay. Qualifying has always been difficult in Group 1, so it's been a bit of a tricky situation. So, but it's how Formula E is, and that's how you somehow need to survive. And we've been pretty good at surviving through that. Just the last 2 races I didn't score points, so that's very disappointing, especially arriving to the end of the championship. Mathematically it's still possible, but we're quite realistic. It's a big challenge, so especially working in the same team with Jeff, we for sure are going to try to prioritize his title on Saturday, and then we have a big task in winning the team title as well. And on my side, you know, it's of course I still dream about the title, but I think if I can be second in the championship, it would be a good achievement.
Cool. Best of luck. Mitch, turning to you. A win in Rome, a podium last time out in Bern. It's been sort of a consistent but also up and down. At what point did you think you were really in contention for the championship?
Not so quite recently, to be honest. We started off strong, but then had a massive drop in performance. I was still collecting points. I don't know how, but I still managed to get 2 points, 3 points throughout the sort of Asian races, which was quite surprising because I was not so comfortable. But then we got the car back in a nice window at Rome, and then obviously things turned quite quickly. So since then, the car's been working well. I've been feeling good. We've collected some good points. But I think it's the same for everyone in the championship. It's been very inconsistent for every team, every driver. It's so unpredictable. So yeah, obviously a few missed opportunities like getting penalized in Monaco when I was meant to be on the front row. But I mean, everyone's got probably a sad story that's a what-if story, but I'm just very happy to be here in the top 3 coming into the last weekend. Obviously, there's still a lot up for grabs. There's 2 races, 58 points up for grabs, so a lot can happen. I can either win or I can be also probably 8th after this weekend. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting.
Does it feel like there's pressure on you? With the
Not
situation
really,
you're
to be
in?
honest. It's the same approach like any other race. You go in to win, but obviously there's 2 opportunities here. So yeah, I think qualifying on Saturday is going to be absolutely critical for any of us to have a shot at winning the championship or sort of having a good race on Saturday. So I think Group 1's going to be pretty exciting to watch, to see who, hopefully everyone makes the start of the lap. I know it's going to be a bit of obviously a tussle to not be the first out, and then we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, as I said, I'm just quite happy to be in the top 3, and hopefully we can stay there.
Jean Eric, finally turning to you. How do you feel?
Very good, thank you.
Yeah? You have a slightly bigger lead than last year coming into this final doubleheader. Does that make you more confident, or do you not really look at it?
Yeah, well, indeed, yes, I have a bigger lead than last year, but actually that does not change anything. In my mind, you know, Lucas and the other guys, I consider myself being on the same level as them in terms of points. I don't want to become a mathematician this weekend, so the only goal that I have is just score more points than them and try and maximize everything I have from my car and from the package that we have. And we see what that brings us at the end of the weekend.
Is the team's championship important to you as well, having just missed out on it last year?
I mean, mainly, if I can win the championship, that means I score the most points, and that's important for the team. So my main goal is obviously to win driver title, and by doing that, that's going to help the team to win. So yeah, it would be very important for us to win. Last year we lost it by a very small margin. So hopefully this year we can, we can make the perfect season.